Hello, hello, hello. I'm back at it once again, Disco Elysium. This is like my third try playing this game. I've been trying to play this game for so long. Like, genuinely, like, I want to play this game. I really do. I tried doing different things. And I just always end up never really coming back. But this time, I'm gonna just try to stream it all. And just stream it all. I'm not gonna make them YouTube videos. I'm just gonna stream them, cause I think that's the only way I can do it. Cause I don't know. That's what I did with Resident Evil 7 back in the day. So I'm gonna try again. So I'm not sure which one I want to take, cause there is definitely good things about each way to do things. Okay, come on. I do not know what kind of Kai I want to do. Come on. Okay, so this is like, this is 2 intelligent, 5 psych. Physique. Your sense of how agile you are. A bit more even would be nice, I would say. So like 3, so... I want to be more intelligent than mostly intelligent. But this way, it's a bit more fair. So I'll take this. How many do I have of these? I haven't played this in a long time. I don't know if this is like my only thing. I do want to get logic. I only get 1, okay. Okay, I only get 1. The berries are... I need to tap my phone out in the cake shop. The films of the mirrors in this world dressing the cliff. I didn't read any of that. My phone distracted me!
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never ever?
Never, ever, baby.
Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about an X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness.
No, I want to know about the X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
No, I want to get it off now. I like pain, burning, light, and waiting things from and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you really?
Hey, dude, let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Tell me what's waiting for me.
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
How big the ball we talking about?
Can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
And this duking it out I keep hearing about. What's that?
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
That's sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
What do you mean drowned?
You lost.
The sound outside. You recognize it. It's a Caprice Canema motor carriage.
With my eyes, let's see what I look like. Normal Tuesday for me, let's go. Yeah, I can't move like this.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
What's the matter?
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
The magnum-sized ball of Carmine Red is empty. Like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. The serial tape player is on the rolling empty. Shoe. On the left one though.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Hold the fan.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Let me tie back.
You swoop up and catch the tie.
Is it
Snap.
possible to not
It's
get the tie?
released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Bring it on.
Your eyes
That
burn
was a
with
terrible idea.
sensitivity. It's not good.
My hubris got to me. You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liquors.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection
nothing?
of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Up the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
Sorry, touch your nose.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
At least my tongue is okay. Touch your tongue.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Wipe the mirror now.
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. It's some kind of superstar. I think I'm a superstar. This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm making it. It's the face. It's making itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay.
Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I'm assuming that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm some sort of opponent of it. It's a sad, has been kind of way. There's something charm to it. It's an expression of pain.
You are correct.
Oh. Lovely, I was right. So I can try to. I can come back to this. I think. This is some of the few things I kind of remember you can do and can't do. Like it's. I'm trying to think. If I want, you want to stop the expression from happening. Actually, I want to quickly do something. I want to change this to watch because I realize you can't see the thing. So now this should be better. Yeah, percent super low. I'm not gonna do it. Let me be for now. I can come back to this. Ouchie, ouchie, my head hurty.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
I said the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I bring my own
A
hands?
fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this
More
done?
likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wait, what am I doing?
Something you've done before.
SS the size
It
of
is
impact.
too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
It wasn't
You
me.
mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
Probably.
This person also forced the drinks on you.
I should go get the
The
shoe.
cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Let's burn 95 degrees. Money. OFC makes you dizzy. I guess if any wind washes over you. My shoe.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now. Truth.
Oh. I thought you was done talking. As it's March, the year is 51.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
Question. And I know I'm the businessman chief executive officer, right? Then why did you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
She pulls on her cigarette. Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business
Couldn't
is that?
say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Yikes. I'm not gonna. I try this check almost always. I always fail. I am who I am. I know what corporate or what a corporate is has, but I know what it sounds like. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Why don't I
Could
remember?
it be because of the drinking?
In their right mind would let me be an officer of the law.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Why not know where I am, or do I? I should get. I'm just gonna say I should get going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
Your room is next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I
Can I
couldn't
visit?
say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
There's a neighbor waiting for you to name it to connect with you.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
It's mostly just guitar, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
They're saying this.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
I just had sticky keys. I don't know why sticky keys just showed up. I think I was pressing down on one of the buttons. When you said wounded, do you mean like in a cool way or like a wild beast? Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
What is it against police here? What exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Did that mean something to me? Never shall forever.
Forever and ever.
And ever and ever, out of the corner of your eye, you see the hair on the back of your hand standing on end. It feels as though low-grade lightning is coursing through you. You must be hypersensitive from the hangover.
What is it that they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
I mean, it's 51 now?
It's 51. The
What
current
century?
century?
And that's what? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
So funny.
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Yeah, you can
Glad
find
to
out.
have been of assistance.
Just let a nice long stub in this ashtray is still smoking. Just takes it and eats it. Clue. This is the weekend edition of Central newspaper, Trump Le Mandat. Not sure that was said right, but I'm trying my best. Summer door closed for the winter. This is where the lyrics would be. Big okay, Mike just waiting for someone to sing into it. Because connected to the radio, the music is seasoned with it.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's Cupid content is concealed by the obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
What should I sing when it comes to
You
it?
should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, I really get a gauge on my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
The menu is right clean. On the only word today, it's Monday is written on it. When his hand wrote yesterday from UK starts a man's handwriting. As water is cooled, a large bubbly rising to the surface. Ooh. That would be good to take right now. How do I get my inventory? Ooh. Just got it. Where was it? Oh, I just clicked this. I'm gonna try not talking to him. Here's some electric juice that comes from the kitchen. Someone's working. Door is bolted. A sign reads kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. Sign reads must hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 600. Maybe I should talk to him. I don't know. Yeah, I think I should talk to him first to get a lay of the land. I know he says some stuff, mean stuff, but I gotta talk to him.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Someone tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a... you're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I'm guessing I didn't do any of those things.
You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all that time? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again, keeps plucking the bird. Look at the stuff, bud.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Can I help you with that?
Look, your buddy is over there.
And the man in the bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the
Why
floor.
don't you go and talk to him, okay?
You mean my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Fine. I get it. I know I'm not wanted. First, my wife has been knocked over. Beautiful look. Man sitting at the table wearing mud cake boots and rolled down overalls. The windows should reach wild pines and close by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Pick up the
The
pills.
man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does. The worker. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
An hour?
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
Actually, should I be thinking about this? It looks like drinking hasn't turned out well for me.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Don't lick it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Get
Screw
your
you.
drink on and your act together.
I'm boozing drinking. Now I want to get drunk. Like, why is it? Why do I have a circle around me? I see money. My mind tells me there's money across the place. The weapon machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Man, what's up?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends it. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Who is he to me?
Is your half-brother.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Let's see if I can invent my name. It's high.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
I don't really know my name. I'm gonna say nothing.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Not towards... yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No, yeah? Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So, the body.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Get going then?
After you,
I'm just gonna
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge?
check my pocket. Wait, should I have my badge or something? Check your pockets. It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Okay, I'm gonna treat this as I'm gonna treat this as I'm trying to think. How do I do things? I'm gonna treat this as I'm gonna treat this as if I'm going to be like, okay, I'm not gonna tell a lot of people that I don't know nothing. I'm gonna see how well I can do this. I remember my first playthrough, like back, like I think it was 6 years ago actually. I just looked at the saves earlier, and I realized I first played this game in 2020. But when I first played this game, I remember like I was just goofing around. I didn't really. I wasn't recording or doing anything. I just did it on my own time, and I didn't get far in, but I remember I chose a bunch of wrong decisions. I didn't know what I was doing, and I ended up with like a weird name. People didn't like me, so I'm gonna try to do my best to try to make a good story. Is what my main point is.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Lieutenant Glenn
You
said,
run this place.
Yes.
he responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
You realize that he still doesn't know your name. Good name between names. Say nothing.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then. Questions. I got this.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Where's this body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
Do we get through
That's
there?
easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Why did Sylvia go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Fine.
Extra fine.
Who
I
killed
don't
him?
know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Let's go.
So,
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
what's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Because of the R with the manga, so it shouldn't make sense.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Why do I own this place? What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
So what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
No, I'm just getting my bearings.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9
What's
packs of
money?
Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
To show him the coins you found. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
Count them and give it to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm not down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
100 times smaller?
Yes,
That's horrible.
it is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pocket. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
What happens
I'm
now?
sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
He shrugs.
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
There's somewhere else I can stay around here?
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union's squeezing most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm sorry I couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car, okay? We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have
But
one?
you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marble Hill.
Why did you say that?
The name must have a meaning for me. Lieutenant Kazaragi, do you know a place called Marble Hill?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
An expression?
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number of a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
See, okay, this is one of the things I never really got. I only get this part. Because I understand I can do these, things here. Memory research bonus, +1 severe factual memory returns, research time 6 hours and 5 minutes. Let's rewind, trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channels right and southwest of here. Roll over, get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go on the great race motor track, the 881, till you reach the Ligue d'Armand Elemena in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down the main to Peddington. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. So there's all these things you can do, but you can't unlock them without... I don't understand. Anyways, let me look at my book. Who made the report of crime? Someone reported the hanging to the OCA. Maybe if you find out who it was, maybe it's just some layout of the events. You have any idea where to start? The caller could have been anyone. Pay for damage. You need to pay the damage you caused in the million rags in your place to take tonight. Ask around for money and be careful with your spendings. If you're unsure how much you owe, ask Garte. Well, I own 140 real. I'm not sure I'm gonna get 140 real.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
I don't know. Wink, maybe. I don't know. Wink, maybe.
You rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glimmer over the rims of her glasses. She looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair. I don't know why I know what's doing anything. Sweetie needs money. Do you, Sweetie, get money? I'm not asking this old lady for money. You seem to be in a
Yes,
chair.
dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the realtor. Let's move on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
A wheelchair partner in fighting crime. Ryan back gets a corpse's catching. Nothing. I was just thinking of the lyrics to a song. Wanna roll with me?
Ah, yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me. Morel says it's my theme song.
I gotta get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
I'm playing this safe. I wanna not ruin too much. Cause I know like I said, I played this game a couple times before. And the times I have, yeah, they're not good.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine, that toy from Oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage.
Open the
In
door.
the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. The
Radio.
frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Hi, Alice. This is Officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Connect me to the 41st Precinct. I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
Your character started like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rally voice is unfamiliar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
And for Station 41, I got your business over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Point in, over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
Ten, transmission completed, standing by, over. Blah blah blah. This might sound odd, but these personal details I'd like to discuss. I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say nothing.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says fine off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Can we just move, officer lost his badge out, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. Can we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Enough with this. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The man conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear
New
you.
heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The room roars with laughter.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun, too.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
You don't have my gun?
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Try.
Lying
Yeah.
over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth, and then it becomes it.
No, of course I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over.
I'm also in need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
Please, I'm begging you. Here, I don't even have a place to sleep tonight.
He says he's in trouble. Doesn't have a place.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Vigmar said...
Good, you no funds.
Anything else, sir? Over.
End call.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Pick up radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Let me to civilian Sylvia. She may have reported murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Didn't Garth give you Sylvia's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005.
And
Proceed. Hold on.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
I'm gonna grant you through a sec. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Hello, this is Police Colin. I have some questions for you about your last day at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
But why didn't you call? Didn't the correspondent at your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the court.
I meant us. You should have called the police.
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
You knew that.
know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Tell me what exactly. Wait, Kim. The Union law around here?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Why did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for a week instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble.
Push her further. Show her that
You ignored the law to say...
ways.
What others?
The other people who live around here. Local people, I didn't want trouble.
What trouble?
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the Union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
I see. Don't worry about it. I understand.
You do? What else can I do for you?
Your next question.
Yeah, go on.
You quit your job at the Whirly.
You
Why?
mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not...
Why not?
I can't do so. Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
You're away from whom?
You know whom.
I won't push on this. Are you ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Have you seen my badge?
Yeah, I know who you are. You're...
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
Wait, how did you first learn I'm a police officer?
told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Ken doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Alright, then I need. Thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Gambling.
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart.
Okay, but I'm a guy. Shit, it isn't about me.
Trust me, you wouldn't want to be the guy here. You know how it is. Yak, yak, nag, nag. No, you're the guy. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire.
Oh no.
Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Or maybe I could do without all this internalized misogyny.
What misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore? You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Sustains refuse the love crust, although it's wonderful. No.
You're just a gimp. What? You want to be...
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
No, this.
7th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pull out the
A metallic
box.
drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Take the pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Take the rubber-handled chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Need a hand crank
It's
flashlight.
robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue, lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Push in the pull-in toolbox.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Run your fingers over the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation: we're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation: don't even think you can drive my MC.
Flashlight. This, that. Nice. Okay. Who made the caller point call? Position for caller. Despite lacking obvious leads, this might take some time. Pay for damages. Track down your badge. Track down your gun. You do. V H G H. H. Okay, H is no J is, of course, J is journal. Drink it, inspect victim's body. Let's go back to inspect the body.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Reconstruct the movement.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Hey, how many rules I'm gonna fail? Why is the white thing keeps on popping? Smells like spoiled meat and killed dairy a human being decomposes. Hey you. I know you. You're the character I hate the most.
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, Nappa Kuno!
Yells the other kid behind the fence. Hey kid, I'm over your time. Hey kid, I would, police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
The children ignore you.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Hold on, what does that mean?
The kid is obviously high.
Stop using slurs. Which one do I say? Stop being. No, wait, the kid could be high, but slurs is where I cut the line. Stop using slurs in my crime scene. That's not how we do it.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, dude!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Yeah, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
I have time for this. I'm not even gonna deal with this kid.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Boots.
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Lieutenant, look at boot tracks.
Noted.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook. Come on.
Maybe more than 12.
Clues! I love clues!
8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Wait, which one?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
You're good at this, ain't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
Same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
A heavy one, 200 kilograms in print, and an average one, so it's smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the odd soul.
Do you have any ideas of
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
So one of the people we are looking for is a drummer.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Not thoughtfully.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent. Light step, number 41 shoe.
A woman? Or a kid?
I don't think there's anyone to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
Heavy one, 200 kilograms.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them... I don't know.
I do. One of them carried him over.
But why?
Thinking, why did they have to carry him?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Made the victim unconscious.
Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see?
How do you think these
A
tracks
week,
are?
maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I called last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
I think we have a firm understanding of what happened here.
The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
You think we've been through it all? The kicker is rickety but still climbable. Glad it's okay to even have hold the weight of a grown man. The winch mechanism has been oxidized for some years. Can't get there.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Why am I looking at this pile of moving material?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panel aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Yes, I'm doing it.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Hey. Empty tub of magnesium supplement. Still play with a trace of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
I wasn't thinking of thinking about it. I think about justice. Make you really good detective. Are you really good detective? Perhaps the police should get involved here?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
It could be useful. I'm closer. Closer says get out of the way or get messed up. Jesus. Cute pighead, it looks mummified. Can I actually get up there? I see. The door is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the pillars. Oh, restoration pillars. Postcard. Grant Carson, 37. Money. I'm getting rich. I'm rich. I'm getting money. And is there actually a path here up? There is. Ooh, another one of these. Okay, I don't have to go in here yet. But I'll keep that in mind so I can just sneak in. That should be easy, just go in there when I can. First things first, body. Also, I got a level up. And I don't think I can make these better. Take blows, let the world die. Pain threshold, shrug off the pain, you'll have to hit you more. I'm going to level this up. This postcard that takes an ill-advised residential area looking at Jamrock Quarter, 15-story building in the hillside. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, in this box. Money. And pills! Oh, I'm so rich.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Oh, where is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Run away.
Yes?
I think you should know the things. I can't remember anything. Let's hope it. Other R wears a crown on the ribbon below, a light above descending.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags." There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
When I look at this trash container, you're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Then, what do you think could be in here?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yes, I feel there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
It's external perception. Whatever it is in the whole discussion makes sense. It's just a hunch. Maybe someone threw something in there.
Mm-hmm.
The
You
lock
could
open.
try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage,
Or
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
yeah, let's go ask him. Now I'm thinking I chose. I think I chose the. I should have picked endurance, not pain threshold. I was trying to do more endurance stuff because I know that's gonna probably be. Hey,
Can I help you?
is that trash can out back is yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem? I wonder what the feeling is. Doesn't it seem callous you guarding your the doors from the poor? We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard I think I need to talk about.
What thing?
But I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen? With the union?
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
Was his head in the sting?
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We
Where do you
don't.
find them?
We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
There's something else I want to ask about.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Alright. Goodbye. Excuse me. So we got the keys, so we can just daddle. This is the logo of the municipality of Brazil.
This trash container is locked. The sliding with
I have
a
the keys.
well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. It should. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Did I just have the premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the box of
You
cotton.
see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Got the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab 'em.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
I thought the bag might have evidence from his pocket. Like
Guitar
trousers.
marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
It looks at the container.
the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for
A
it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Back to
This
shirt.
is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
Toronto, a mug. That's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
You think someone from the ruling might have been involved,
Not
maybe?
really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Puts the food
It's
waste.
just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
Mesmo looking slip of paper sticks out of the board.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
I rather not talk about it right now.
Understood.
Like, I'm getting that mug too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug. I say the mug, then it turns to its tight, closer it
The
lid.
container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all. You said you didn't want to talk about the ledger. However, now that you have it back, it would not hurt to start taking notes on the case, officially.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's actually a lot to read into here, actually. Look at all the content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
I'm going to push this into the image and tell them this is your insane ideology. But I do not say I can earn political capital to mask my bad ass hustling, i.e. for a middleman. One in the trash, it was just a funny mug, can't even laugh anymore. Pictures are not used to as an example of what not to do.
It was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteer.
Like, that was funny. Ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your fingers across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Hey, Lieutenant, what's this? Point to the sticker.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved. How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
That's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
I want to go to the papers. I know who is in the union box. Read your ledger and in the cases, read the watermarks.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
I turn that lights.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canema comes to life with a growl.
Ouch.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's no pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
Where are we on this? Point of the hologram
Let
map.
me see.
There's leisure for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
His fingers near the top of the map on the segment of the coast jutting down into the Great Sea. Seems
No,
nice.
it does not.
Lieutenant says with optimism. Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tell up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
Up the next one.
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
The last one.
The last row has 3 perforations.
3?
That's it.
Hey Kim, what do these 3 holes mean? Point at the dots in the wall marked.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take...
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do.
I hate alpha males. It's so stupid.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 8 years I've done this? Wait, 18 years? I've done this? Wait, 18 years, I've done this?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time.
Maybe you were a diplomat, or in PR. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
That a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So you're saying I used to be a super cop?
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct.
That
Now,
doesn't
let's look at the
sound
next
right.
row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
I'm a
For
killer.
an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious that the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He says decline to elaborate. Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Okay. This case needs an official name. Go on your inventory and track. Okay, we need more ledgers. More things for ledgers.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Browse the right papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
That's a lot. This kind of caseload would explain your solved cases tally on the watermark.
Ah.
I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
Sure, I made plenty of mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There are mentions of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh, and oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
My case appears to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have a named case, the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to
Rail
him?
spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
On the pages. I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Commit to paper.
Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event.
Yeah, do you have a pen?
The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large caliber bullets on an ammo belt. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
I'll just use a scrappy pencil.
Absolutely motionless at first, then animated slowly, imperceptibly even. The lieutenant begins to browse his notes again, leaving you to the case files. Onto the paper with a brash free hand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
What's the other one?
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Here's the home in the mirror. Hanged man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Let's bring these closed, the case
You
files.
don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Can I read the case files?
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the Next World Mural.
HDB41, weren't those officers, the officers?
Why,
precinct?
yes, your precinct number is 41.
In HDB?
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
Horace Debbie Behringer? Fram, Darian, Biscuit, those aren't my initials. I'm not feeling them. Well, I don't know what to say to that.
I got nothing here either. Logic really isn't the best faculty to have this conversation with, but it's the one you got. So sorry. Yeah, we're staying out of this business for now. HDB is bad news from yesteryear. It's shit, honcho.
I'll just take to read the case.
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
The Next World Mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World Mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Read on.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options.
Keep the mural, it is
A
right.
staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
I'm going to remove the thing because I don't believe in that rubbish. Is to wreak havoc on the middle class.
In any case, it appears to have been a rare case of civil activity in the quarter, and agreement as well. What do you want to tackle next?
A horrible case.
AKA Leslie and Burke, AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk, is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which, in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
Can we just keep them off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition because that's where the action is. Can you keep yourself off the streets?
Proceed.
Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street, because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
We're working with Leslie. Leslie and Burke, aka the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk. So Leslie's public indecency.
Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face. Then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is
That's
solved.
a terrible...
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
That's a horrible way to end a case. Yeah, I broke his kneecap so he can't walk anymore, so he can't start doing instruction. And his belly can't show his balls anymore. I solved it. That's how you solve cases. Oh, That's so stupid. Okay. The square bullet... Okay, this one sounds interesting.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape. That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead. Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next?
That was the most interesting one.
Don't worry. One day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
The couch in an unexpected location.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
Actually look like assholes. They look really cool like models. They looked really cool like rock bands.
Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it is. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Did I ever catch them?
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next?
Murder at the hookah parlor.
Murder. Tum-tum-tum at the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the hookah parlor.
Wait, how?
Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner J.M., only initials mentioned,
wait, didn't I work with
call
J.M.?
one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case files. Stop stalling and get to the murder at the hookah parlor.
Right.
Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve, was doing it solo, said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain twister, was on it for, like, a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills. Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor. Tough case, he said. Toughest he's ever had.
Wait, was Joseph Mills a good
No,
cop?
He was awful. Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on it for months now. Said it was the final case. Said it was uncrackable. That murderer vanished into thin air. That goddamn hookah parlor was all he talked about. Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day.
You get high off it?
No, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't do anything.
Really stupid.
Yeah. So anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor, in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. Only client that day. In perfect health, too. Some kind of movie producer. No one enters. No one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open, blood everywhere. What happened? How can it be? Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin, movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor. You see cushions around the table. Table's low, heavy, really sharp edge.
It's like my hookah stood up, passed out, and hit his head on the table and died.
See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
But there's like a lot of it.
Yeah, he liked his hookah. Stephen was his name.
And what was he doing there for 6 hours?
Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective, and about 30 minutes has passed, piecing it together. Next.
You can visit these.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Browse the case files again.
Arson, petty theft,
Oh.
spousal. You don't exactly close
Browse the
them.
yellow papers.
So in the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What type of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Misconduct fine.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields, but they appear pleasantly vague.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Field
A
autopsy.
dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
You see the color was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Take the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Peek
The
inside.
plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, you four-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board. The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. Two ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Pick up the ticket stub.
Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored, a touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card, looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
Screw you.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Fall sideways. Did I die?
There is nothing. Again.
Oh, I thought it's just done over. Okay, Jesus. Okay.
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Let's play the passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water.
Yeah, that's tough.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it The shadow. Because it's always there.
What was that X something? The
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
yes, that.
Don't prod at it. It will start moving again.
Where's Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Enough. Just lie there and motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules. No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
Drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat.
Oh, I could have gotten that
Pounding
free
in
from
your head
earlier.
recedes.
No.
The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the same.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How was I out?
10 minutes, maybe.
Came into contact with the burnt-out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the manager ledger.
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
About this case.
Good.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past
they read.
Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Bonuses? Burning cap perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psi. Cool. Didn't I get another one? Right morning. Temporary research bonus. Might as well the little guy gets further and further away. Each time 5 hours. You see yourself from above. You passed out on the blue tile of the hostel room floor. In this distance, you can see your eyelid flutter and the mention of what? Great white object landing you out of its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling and look. He moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling. Best friend, a bottle of Comrade Red. Here's his disco quote and gets smaller and smaller. I don't turn like that. I wish I can take back this skill. Okay. Perception. See and smell everything. Let not detail get unnoticed. Still perception. Tools.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer in. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. In Inside, you see two. The words just crossed your mind somehow.
Who are they for?
Who do you think?
Close compartment.
It's slightly, ever so slightly, difficult to breathe once you've done so. The drawer is locked. Blue ink drips from the white pages in your hand.
Oh,
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. You know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discrete, or Axel, or something. At some point in its journey, the ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet.
Which way would that be?
Which? You're not sure you smelled this one yet. Or worse, you have the nagging feeling you might have missed it. The lieutenant observes you, raising and lowering the toilet waterlogged mass under your nose, trying to get a good whiff. A good, analytical whiff.
Excuse me, I just have to ask again. How did it get in the trash?
I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore.
I'm sad to hear that. In any case, we are lucky you found it. Make sure it's all in there. Official notes are... well, they are dangerous. They contain confidentialities. Now, if you'll excuse me, that thing has filled me with the sudden urge to make sure mine is in perfect order.
Okay. Okay, I think that's going. We're going to leave out off today. I think we got at least a good portion through. 2 level ups, that's pretty good. But yeah, I'll try to continue this and actually get this done for once. And so I think we've got a good start so far. But of course, there's a bunch of stuff that we have to do. And the things we have done is not compared to what we gotta do. I'm not going to be happy about singing karaoke, but with that, I am going to end the stream here. Let me just quickly save the game. Alright, I'll see you next time.